bunch of things. We're gonna do a band move. We're gonna work the back because everybody wants a really strong core. They think that that's abs. You cannot have strong abs without a strong back. So I'm gonna bring you down into a move on your knees. So come and join me, Miss Sarah. We're gonna have the band go right under those knees so it can actually wiggle. And I'm gonna turn really fast just to show everyone what's going on back here. So I'm not sitting because that's just resting, but my butt's going back. And once again, I always say it's like you have a tail. So my back is really straight. Good, and then from there, I want you to cross the bands actually. Okay. Good, and we're gonna roll those shoulders back. All right, because I want you to squeeze those shoulder blades together. I call this one Wolverine because what it is it's like, whoosh. Look at it, it's like I hit you in the face, like whoosh. All right, ready? So we're gonna slowly push through those shoulder blades. Ready? 1, 2, 3, whoosh. Ah, nice, ready? Again, whoosh. Isn't it better with the sound effects?
Yes.
And whoosh. Good, squeezing behind those shoulder blades. Nice, okay. Let's put the bands down. Grab those weights for me. So I'm gonna have you put one arm weight on. This one that I'm gonna show you, I call SOS because it's like you're desperately like, help, I just need help. Please don't make me do this anymore. So we're gonna have that butt sticking back. Same position with the back as Wolverine, right? So the shoulders are rolled back, but again, not sitting on that butt. Good, and then this is literally like you're flagging someone down. So it's just like this. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Okay.
All right, sit that butt back a little bit further. And then I want you to go. You're gonna wave it out. Good, up and around. It's like, help, help. My trainer keeps making me do these horrible moves. Help, help, help. And you do not need heavy weights, right?
No.
So these are really light weights, but you can feel it working right behind that spot. It's one of the harder spots to work, and you don't need heavy weights to do this.
How heavy is this weight?
This is 2.5 pounds on one arm and then 3 pounds on the other. And so it's pretty much even, and it probably feels horrible, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you can stop. All right, stand on up for me. So we're gonna keep working that cross section of the back. Grab that weight. This is a move I call cheerleaders.
Oh gosh.
I name all my own moves.
I know you
All right,
do.
so don't like go Googling these moves because these are not the things that will come up when you Google these things.
What was the, oh, you have a lot of inappropriate ones.
Oh. Yes,
A
okay.
lot.
So butt goes back, same tail position, elbows are up here. So what I would be doing is I'm holding a weight in each hand and one arm goes up and points down and the other arm goes up and points back. Good, and then they come back together and alternating side to side. So you should feel it almost like a giant X across your back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice way to work those muscles. And again, you don't have to go heavy. You might be able to do a little heavier than this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing super light weights, you can do more of them. If you're doing super heavy weights, you're gonna do less.
Okay.
All right, and always making sure that neck stays relaxed so you're looking straight ahead of you, which is actually putting you down towards the ground versus having this need to like look at yourself up there, right?
Uh-huh.
Awesome, that looks great. Woo, woohoo.
I like this one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Good, good.
X-Man. Yes, woman.
Cool, so you're really strong, Sarah. I want to start this one by saying you're really strong.
Aww.
I'm very impressed. You do stuff that like lots of people can't do, and that's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do a few moves that probably don't seem that crazy that you could do, but we're gonna show people how to kick it up a notch, and then we can really.
Well, I don't think they're that crazy because, like my whole life I never did push-ups.
Yeah, it's true. So some of these things are things that might not feel exactly the same to you as they do to me. But I think that that's okay. I think this is about sort of figuring out how to make things your own, right? Yeah. So the first move I'm gonna have you do, I'm gonna put you in a Superman and we're gonna work your back. So I'm gonna give you, come on down onto the mat for me, my dear. Lay down on your stomach. You can relax the body. It's like almost like a vacation, right?
Yep.
Cool, and then let's start out really, really simple, all right? So you're gonna put your arms out to the side, face down, like you just did the world's worst face plant, like it's embarrassing. Good, you're gonna squeeze those heels together, and then I want you to squeeze, perfect, so the tush gets nice and tight. I'm like such a mom who says tush that easily. Okay, so you're gonna squeeze that butt up nice, and you're gonna feel how it tightens up through the back right here, and I want you to lift the chest and squeeze right here. Good, so that's a nice Superman position. Let's make it worse, okay? I'm gonna give you a nice little weight for this side. Good, and I want you to relax the neck, it can look down, and you're just gonna give me little arm pulses right here. Perfect, now as your arms get tired, they're gonna wanna slowly sort of shift back here like you've got a cape. And I want you to fight that. Relax the neck and keep it right out to the side. It's small, it's really intense, and you'll probably feel it the next day. The inclination is to tighten everything right here. You do not need the neck in this move at all. How you feeling?
Good.
You wanna keep going? Okay. All right, okay, come on up. I'm gonna give you another move. So lots of people do side planks. It's a really nice way to work the obliques. I wanna work the back of your shoulder blade at the same time. There's a couple of different ways you can do side planks, depending on your level. So elbow right below the shoulder, all right? And then if it's a newer move for you and you wanna support yourself, you're gonna come up onto that bottom knee. So even though I'm on my knee, it's in line with my body, right? If that's easy and you wanna use both feet, you're gonna stagger the feet, top leg goes in front, all right? From here, I'm gonna have you hold the weight and just keep lifting up and down so that we're working the obliques at the same time, all right?
Okay.
So this one, I'm gonna, you know what? You're strong, I'm gonna make you do multiples. All right, and that also means you get a heavier weight on the other side. But this is about finding where you're supposed to be. So we've worked for a while on these muscle groups, so now you're here, but when we first started, you were not on the higher weight.
No.
That's okay. It's better to do the lower weight properly. It will help you get to the higher weight faster than doing the higher weight incorrectly.
Yeah.
Come on into that side plank. Okay, so you are on your elbow, perfect. It's right under the shoulder, and look at this, folks, she's gonna do both straight legs, beautiful. Good, we're gonna hold those hips up nice and high, and you can already feel, hello right there, we're just gonna work those obliques, good. And then from here, the arm comes up and you're just gonna bring it down in front of you, and then slowly up. So the cool thing about a move like this is because we're moving weight in front of us, you actually feel the weight a little extra right in here, right?
Yeah.
So this part of your body has to hold nice and tight because otherwise the body wants to kind of tip with it, right? But we're also working right behind the shoulder blade. We're gonna call that 6, we'll go to 8, 7, keep that hip up for me, nice, 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 and 8. Good, so let's flip over and we'll do the other side.
Woo.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna give you the heavy weight. Good, you're gonna push that hip up for me. So if one of your obliques is stronger than the other, good, keep that arm nice and straight. You're gonna slowly bring it down, slowly bring it up. Good, I've got fingers to count while I talk. Oh, and I can feel your obliques gripping. That's so cool. Isn't that cool when you get all like geeky with science and how the body works together? Good, so if you are on one of your sides, you're on your knees, and on the other side, you're on your toes, that's fine. We've got, this is 6, 2 more for me, Sarah, 7, relax the neck, good, down and up, that's 8. Congratulations. Nice, okay, good. So this last move, I'm gonna scoot you off the mat. Okay, because I'm actually gonna show you what this move looks like. This is a slightly weird move anyway. And this is one of those moves that you and I had to work through. It didn't work right away, and it still feels a little different, right? So we've had a hard time doing full-on push-ups because the range and even using a yoga block isn't quite the same.
Right.
But we have found a way to sort of do some half push-ups, which get to work those nice little armpit muscles, right? As I lovingly refer to as my side boob. So we're gonna come into a plank, all right? And then from here, I'm gonna put one arm out to the side. You know what, I'll do this side so everybody can see it. And then I'm gonna come down on that knee and lift the opposite leg. So it's a plank, knee goes down, opposite arm, opposite leg. And then from here, I basically am doing like a half push-up, okay? So it's gonna work the core because push-ups are actually a plank. It's like I snuck it in there. But it's also gonna work that little armpit muscle. So let's get you down and we're gonna do it. Yes, let's start with that side being the arm out.
Okay.
It's doing the push-ups. And I think we had you on two for this one. Okay. All right. So come on out into a plank. Good. Now, good. So this knee goes down. That leg comes up, and you're gonna give me like a little mini push-up. Down and up. It's very small. Now this doesn't totally feel the same for you when we described it because you did it on the other side. It doesn't feel exactly the same for you as it does for me.
Right.
That's okay, we're still working some muscle groups. This is 5, we're going to 8. 6 and 7, one more, 8. Good, so let's show everybody what it would be like if you were doing it on the other side. So this time we get the yoga blocks out of the way, right? Because you're actually just on your elbow. So let's start in a plank on your elbows. Good, so this time that leg goes down, this leg, sorry, I always get this backwards. This leg down, this leg up. There you go, and you're gonna give me little mini push-ups. 1, 2, and so obviously you have more range on this side. 3, but that doesn't mean we should ignore it. 5, just because it's a little different. 6, 7, and 8. Good, so this is one of those that if it doesn't feel right, and it didn't feel right for a little while, then you don't have to do it. Just because this works for you doesn't mean it's gonna work for everybody. Everybody's body is totally different. There is not one
Right.
formula. Yeah,
Totally.
cool.